see. Mm. Hello, Mr. Creative Name. Some issues with collision, so I can't have these here. Holy shit. That's what we need. Who made the... I can't remember. But we made those a while back just to be able to test and have something to build with. I wonder if it's possible to replace units. I guess I can just change it here. But that's not nice. Ceiling. Boom. So let's see, is that going to be on grid? No. Ceiling. So I have to place it in the void. That sucks a little bit. Okay. And then this is a floor, and that creates problems. And that's the one above. That's the one above. What the fuck's happening? Okay. Let's lower this for now. That's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, let's just see if this fixes the collisions. Keep getting stuck on stuff. So this should be okay. Yeah. Cool. Blammo. I have to talk quietly. So if I select this, I don't select that anymore. That's good. That is good. So let's just get rid of all of this. And then all of this. No. We don't need to. Well, we need to get rid of these. Boom. Okay. Hello, Epic Raiders. So how's everybody doing? Oh, PC 12. That's Eric. I'm just kidding. And then we need floor. Floor. So I gotta do this every time. That's a bit of a hassle, but we will overcome. Boom. Boom. Fix these holes. You still new? Nah. I do not know. And I can't remember who did them either. And some of them have changed since I was there. Didn't have these orange ones, for example. Back in my days. I'm still trying to remember all the hotkeys. It's especially hard since I'm used to the old ones. So my brain says press space. Just gotta cut the brain off. Focus on other things. Do. And now we can do this. Okay, so the first one you mass select stays. Boink. And how do you even share these later? Like, do you just send somebody a file, or do they download the map as a mod? Some are made by Martin Tegnemark. Yeah, that makes sense. He was one of the level designers. I think he works at Foundry now. Foundry 42. The guys who do... I forgot the name. Not Elite, but the other space game. What's it called? Not Elite, but the other one. Custom loading system. Noise. Yeah, when I was still at Overkill, I don't think the modding stuff was... I don't think the modding stuff was on this level. Did I not put the ceiling up? No. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. I can't place this on grid, so I have to place it in the void. But if I place it in the void, it's fine. I'm just complaining. We should do this, so I can get some music. Nice. So how is everybody? Doing good? Pyro good. Draza bored. It's kinda bored. How can you be bored? Ceiling. You must be bored if you're watching this, I guess. Because this is high quality. High quality entertainment. Boink. Ooh. I did something that wasn't on purpose. I forgot you can't do this. Postponing the important stuff. Huh. That's the way of life. Hey Steve. Hey Orez. Hey Adam. CP Orange. Yep. Smash like. Smash like. If you know that reference, you had a good childhood, or whatever that meme is. Or whatever that meme is. Okay, we made a thing. I just wanted to check out some light stuff. Overkill, oven grill. Since you're messing with it, I want to take a look at what was the latest version of the raid-themed train heist I talked to you about. One with the lion mask, if I can find it. Wait, what was the latest version of the raid-themed train heist? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. I might have bad memory. Ooh, I can change environments. Browse. Do I have to load them? Oh. Let's see if we can find something for indoors. The Sterling train raid. Blammo emote. Yeah, that should be the first one. I wish I knew how to add or when to add. Or why to add. Pity to flat. Inside. Okay, and now. Boom. Probably. Oh. We moody. Oh, and this collision is not fucked. That's good. Oh. Sweet. Not sweet. Okay, so we need to do this, I guess. shadow. I guess that's done the same way. Shadow casters. It's not very next gen. But you know, did I place 2 of them? Yeah, I did. Boom. Oh. Let's try out some lights. Sound. I guess light is just another Omni. But that's not really what we want. But it does work. See the options. Man, the flashbacks are real. Ah, I wish I knew. I wish I knew what I was doing. How do I even type here? Okay, so I'm just a level designer. We usually had like color pickers for those. Let me Google. Can you click? Maybe I can click the color. No, I can't click the color. Fuck it, it's white for now. Near range, it's fine. Let's do like, whoop. Okay. Stream 2, yep. I cannot click the colors. Is that Matt's sofa? Maybe. What's doing the... Or is this an environment that has like a lightning effect? I guess. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and let's see if this works. So, Omni, shadow projection, sequence. So we gotta load it. Omni shadow projection. Lights. Let's see if this works. Shadow projection. Let's move this for now. And give it a little roof the roof. Let me just check the chat. Sush, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? You never really know what you are doing because it's BeardLib. BeardLib sometimes doesn't know itself. I mean, it's the same with BOW. The whole Payday mapping Discord joining. Invasion of the mappers. Man, I'd love to test some custom maps out. I really haven't been following for a while. I'll send you a link on Discord for the train heist. Released public version. Yeah, I think I know what. Jesus Christ, yeah. Yep, I remember. Okay, send it to me. I'll check it. Why there is a couch on a vault? Stay tuned for the last episode when you find out what the couch is for. Okay, let's see if this works. So what these were used for is like I guess this would be a good way of testing it. And then give it a little more oomph. 800. Since we had real-time shadows, but something about it was expensive, so Ulf made this super hack, which is basically this calculates as a cube map, but it only does it as light, so you would get like fancy shadows. Basically the poor man's light map. But I'm not sure this is added to. Question is, why not make the entire inside of an office building out of wood? Yeah. Shadow cast on lights are named different. You need to bake those in Envus. Ah, okay. Bake projection lights. Boop. Oh, I remember this little screen. Oh. Okay. Almost worked. I guess Control S. Hope that works. Reboot it. Rebooty booty. Teeny tiny editor. Nice green background. Yeah, I'm a big hockey and New York Rangers fan, but they're doing pretty bad lately. Let's see, did it actually do? Not really. Was it called something else? Oh, don't worry, Such. I'm very familiar with crashes. Let's search shadow projection. So it's not that one you're saying. It probably is this one. I just need to fiddle. Hello? Okay. Hide on projection light. No, you don't need to do that. Do blah blah blah. 800. Maybe give it a little. Hey Strat, I'm good. I think the reason Lightning isn't baking for you is because you need Python installed. Don't see the coins. You're lying to me. We will have no such thing as shadow lights then. Okay. So let's change back to this one, or just this one, whatever. For now, just so we can set up some more geometry. Did I just pick the same one? No, it's different. Okay. Chup, chup, chup. Chup, 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 chup. No, that was bad. Let's just use default. And then we start to load it. Message on LinkedIn. I don't know when the last time I was on LinkedIn. So I didn't see it. Just type to me on Discord. Okay, default. Test map environments default. This one. Save. F10. Okay. So we should definitely do a stream at some point where we can play some custom maps. I'd love to see some of the stuff you made. Pick, wink. Okay. What? I'm guessing that's a bug. Editor only. Hide. View. Hide. Okay, that's a bug. Oh. Anything you need me? It's far away from even. There's nothing to break yet. I'm just playing around and seeing what you guys made here. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the shadow stuff did not work. You can reset them if you toggle the editor only visibility in the end. Okay. I won't bother right now. So let me just do something real quick. I love the mass selection or the drag selection. That is very cool. And I'm still struggling a lot with the shortcuts. So please bear with me. So what's like famous or popular custom map that you guys like? Is there like a really cool one that everybody likes? Arms deal alleyway worst map. Okay, but what's the best? The crème de la crème. Bow works. Is that the Matt thing? If Matt made it, it's probably great. And not Mimi whatsoever. Keep pressing escape. I can send you the doc. Wait, send me the doc for what? Could you get a bit closer to your mic? I'm pretty close, but I can't be too loud because my little kid's sleeping. High-strated custom maps. Heist. Cool. I'll check that out. Maybe next stream we can do some of those. Let's go a little cray. Let's make a bridge over here. You have to bear with me, I'm not familiar with all the names and stuff. None of my heists aren't on it, so sounds like... Oh, you made heists, Tony. Or you released heists. Video game modding, here comes the man. Matt, you haven't given me any reasons to fire you for a little while. I am very disappointed. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just fucking moving things around a little. But the idea is to make one arena that sort of loops around and try to keep it very small. So only this portion would be the level, and this would eventually get removed, and then just like a huge defense thing, just so that I can basically try everything or every part of the creation process. You seem to occasionally muffle the mic. I'll just keep it really close to my mouth. Or maybe that is the problem. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see what are we doing. One thing, I don't know how. Doesn't matter how hard I try. Usually, I'll just move shit around. And then when something is good, we keep it. If it's bad, we remove it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Yeah, so I just talked to one of the programmers from Raid, and we're gonna try to get to the office somehow soon so that we can dig some more of the tools out and release now that we have a green light from Starbreeze. I still wish it was just open source. I mean, if they're not gonna use Diesel in the future, it might as well be. But I don't have a say in that. Green lighting for update Raid. We don't really have a red light either. It's more of a money thing. It's all about the money. I mean, as it stands right now, we're not going back to Raid on Diesel updates. That's at this point pretty much out of the question for various reasons. Yeah, yellow light. It's basically on a yellow light. I need mockup. Other. I'm pretty sure we had these with doors at some point. Is this the one? Mockup. Mockup. 4A, 4B. That is not the one. Mockup A. Okay, A is solid. So mockup C. Mockup C. That's the interior one. It's not important right now. Let me get back on that. Raid just never reached its max potential. He was this close. Yeah, he was very close to max potential. But I mean, with all the tools, we're pretty close. Yeah, I mean, just this is insane. All those assets getting away, shame. There was a lot of things that ended up not being in raid. Okay, so let's just fucking hack this together for now. Chup chup chup. I still keep pressing the Breath of not Breath of the Wild, Jesus, the BOW shortcuts. Here comes a hand job. Can you like randomly include all of the BOE sources and the start editor? I mean, maybe we're gonna have to see what the possibilities are. If Raid had add access XML, that's the quest we're on right now. So first get all the tools out for the engine, like the Maya, Modo, whatever, all that stuff, and then the VWise project, which we have a green light from both Starrace and the guys who make VWise, so they will be able to give you a modding license. The problem with that currently is I have to load the project and remove the license in the project first and then upload it, and it's 70 something gigabytes. Steal the source code. Let's see if we can find a window. It's very hard to do stuff and talk, but also look at chat. Star's been looking at my LinkedIn profile. Okay, hold up, you got a license. Are you saying at some point and possibly in the future I can mod the good game instead of the mediocre game? I wouldn't say it like that. I don't think Payday is a mediocre game, but at some point I really hope that we can make raid modding a thing. I mean, there's barely any players, but it'll be fun. At least you guys can have all the content, and I don't know if people can start mishmashing stuff. That'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of content in raid. I'm literally a boomer. What was I doing? Oh, I need a mockup. I need a mockup with a window. Through the window. Okay, let's just hack it. Did I just, yeah, fuck. Sorry, I swore. Don't report me to the internet police. It won't happen again. It's not even what I need. We need the 1 meter. Diesel modding. The crash log stuff from Raid is basically because the released version doesn't come with what's called symbols. So I wonder how much you could Frankenstein Payday 2 onto. I think it's much easier to move stuff from Payday into Raid than the other way around. But I'm not sure. I am not sure how the whole 64-bit versus 32-bit would work out. I think the content should be fairly similar. Who decides when it goes on sale? That's Starbreeze. I mean, it's some combination. At some points we would ask them. But it's ultimately up to Starbreeze for when RAID goes on sale. RAID gives C++ exception for Lua. Yeah. Diesel has an external console app. Yeah, I think. I can show it. I just gotta hide my porn. No, I can't. I don't have it here. Mirlaf you have in the passport and maps from RAID to Payday. The only issue really is sequence manager files that needs to be converted. Ah, okay. So all the other units or assets should be fairly same structure. You remember the gift you sent me with the mug? I remember. Did you know they spelled Sterling wrong? They put Sterling. Yeah, man, there was so much confusion around that for a while. I don't even know anymore which is the correct one. I mean, I know, but I don't know if how it like started melting. Because in some places we would have Sterling, and some we would have Sterling with an I, etc. Those hard disks has ton of space. Yeah. Still want the mug. Got ton of them. I just fling it. Yeah, I like that one. Sterling. That's the German Sterling. Oh man, I'm very bad at doing stuff while talking. That's why I usually have music. And I keep very quiet. We should do like I'm just quiet for a bit, do my shit, and then this is not on the grid. And then like I'll focus on the chat for a couple of minutes instead of what am I doing with my life? Jesus. Okay, can I have you over here? Thank you. There's something with the collision on these. Oh, we made a little room. Okay, so we have a little loop, and we need to it only looks pretty good, just welcome stuff. I mean, it doesn't really look good, it's just baxes. Let's just jump in a little bit. Okay, let me get some chat. RAID debug exe, I assume. Something like that. I bet the couch is something to do. Nope. When you finish mocking this up. Yeah, can do that, Rex. I can send it to you. Or just send it and then whoever wants to do a... why... Why... Is there a collision right there? Literally boomer stream. So... I can just run here. Okay, so those invisible things I collide with. Invite to LGL. Vaccinated. Still the cheese, the cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reload. Ah, okay. So actual geometry doesn't always. Cool. Cool. Restart. Is this enough for a reload? Okay, now we see all of those. And then we do this. Boom. And then we play. Fingers crossed we're out of lockdown. Yeah, this fucking thing keeps going on forever. Yeah, I mean, even with like bugs and stuff like this in the editors, even in the official tools, there's a million stuff like that. Like, oh, you can't do this unless you've done that first, or I don't know, you can't put certain characters into the name field sometimes. It's just things that happen. I do like the size. That's gonna be cool. So the basic premise will be you'll be fighting in this little area up here. We'll make that be interesting. Some nice movement, and then the cops will just breach from everywhere. Which I hope is gonna work out. And then when we have it running and it works, we can release the map, and then whoever wants to do an art pass can make an art pass. So you can make your own. No stealth in this one. Was the thing I voiced for a few months. That was a single player Half-Life thing. It's this. It's just something I'm doing on my free time for Half-Life 1. I'm gonna need some more lines from you also. This doesn't really make a lot of sense architecturally, but you know, who cares about architects? Eight-bit sounds bad. Yeah, that's what you have in Gold Source, my man. If you guys have any questions, by the way, like level design related, feel free to ask. Maybe I can answer something. Or like, oops, even if the question is, what the fuck are you doing this or that? Because for me, all of this is just automatic. So feel free to ask. I mean, I'm not really doing anything special right now, but whatever. How to grow brain to make Greenbridge. Let me tell you a fun story about Greenbridge. So for Payday 1, we were really happy at some point when we had the combat and the AI up and running. We were really happy because it was fun to play, it was challenging, especially at that time. It was like new. So yeah, we were really happy with how the combat played out. And then me and Ulf were talking and joking like, okay, but if the combat really is good, then we shouldn't be able to make a level that's just straight, like a straight 200-meter line or whatever, or a corridor, and it should be fun. So I threw the bridge level up in like an hour, like something like this. You know, it's basically a straight corridor, and it was fun. And then we just said, oh, it could be a bridge. So I went to SketchUp, where I did all my level stuff for Payday 1 or Payday the Heist. And I found some bridges, and we made Green Bridge. It was a really fast level to make. The only issue really that we have with that level was the like how to stop the player from just running to the end of the level. We wanted him to go up the tower and do the balloon thingy. And I'm not a big fan usually of like arbitrary blockers in maps, but we made an exception, and we put the bridge or like a boat on a trailer. And the boat was named Lena because that's the girl who made it, the mesh model. Well, that was her name. Yeah, it was really nice. Especially, that's also one of my favorite levels. Especially when like Ulf made the rain stuff, and I think it was actually Bo's idea to have one of the trucks fall off, which was fun. I like that part one. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a chance that one of the armored trucks falls down. From the bridge. That blocker at the boat on Green Bridge isn't high enough. Too bad the escape isn't active. Yeah, I mean, you still can't cheese it, but you know, it's annoying to run that far. Parallel objective. Yeah, that's something we really wanted to do a lot with the later heists. Because it's not really fun to just wait. Golden Gun is amazing with the multiple simultaneous objective. Yeah. Alaska Heist. Alaska Heist was like a mix between the bank, like First World Bank, and bridge. It was just too big. Like you had to run for like 2 kilometers and over a railway bridge and shit, and then you ended up at a lumber mill where you opened up a box of organs and then you stole those. Thoughts on the reintroduced Payday the Heist? I don't know. I haven't played them, so I can't judge them on the like how good they are. They probably work out fairly well in Payday 2, I would assume. I never wanted to make those, and that was mostly because there was certain people who kept saying like, oh, if we just remake the old levels, we should just be able to copy them over and we can make a, you know, like a map pack or a DLC or an update or whatever in like a couple of weeks. But no, you really can't, because it is 2 different games. So the idea of that always left like a bad taste in my mouth. Let's see if this is a good idea. Don't press escape. I did watch a playthrough of Virtual Bank. I think they did a really good job on it. But I'm pretty certain that they had to script the whole thing from the beginning. Oh, damn, I still have the... I think I still have the original SketchUp mesh of Diamond Heist on my Google Drive. Oh, another funny thing. I know last time we were talking about special objective, right? So let me tell you a fun story. Because in Payday 1 we don't really have stealth. There's no stealth, but you can stealth in Diamond Heist. That's because there's something in the code. So if I connect these two together, if I say trigger on this special objective, and then what this does is basically the special objective, you can play animations on people, or you can put them on patrols, etc., etc. And then this is just a trigger that like checks what's happening here. So what you can do is like, you can put keys in animations. So you can say, you know, this is where he puts his foot on the glass, and then with this trigger you can break the glass or whatever. But you can also check for generic things. So administered means that an AI has actually picked this up and he's gonna do the thing, whatever that thing is. Administered fail is he picked it up and then for some reason he fails. Like he can't path to it, or he gets killed, whatever. So we get like a callback and then we can, I don't know, activate it again. Animation started is when an animation starts, when it's complete, when he finishes, whatever. And then we have fail, which is like, I'm using it, but now I failed for whatever reason. And in Payday 1, they could only fail if they died, but there was a bug somewhere, oh shit. Somehow there was like some sort of bug or something, I don't remember, but they would fail when the AI sees you. So we used that, or I used that to set up a test level, and then it turned out that we can have them patrol, and if they see you, they fail, so I get a call back, and then I can do stuff. So it's like, okay, we have we have fucking lethal stealth. That's how stealth was made in Payday 1. Diamond Heist was one of the worst optimized level in Payday 2. Okay, well, I'm not sure why. I know in Payday 1 we had tons of problems. Basically the layout is good, but it's pretty poorly executed because you can see through all the windows. So you can stand in one corner of the level and see through the entire to the other side of the map. But you would also see through every office that's in the way. So it was really hard to optimize it. I spent a fucking gazillion hours on portaling and stuff on that map. Me and Jokum, a guy who was working on Payday 1 as a level designer. Do you know if there are still Payday 2 alpha files out there? I'm sure there's tons. With the old menus. Old, like not old, before we ever showed it to anybody. Intentional was that cops and loud have a FOV they will use on rare occasions, and I think SO detonation failed is applied to that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I got a bunch of alpha, beta or even earlier versions of Raid. Objective fail on guard because one of the players was spotted. It goes loud. Yeah. Sharing my pain. It's not pain, it's just work. It's what we get paid for. But yes, some work is... There's good work and there's sometimes boring work. But you gotta do the boring stuff sometimes to get to the good stuff. You gotta peel an orange to eat it. Imagine if you didn't have to peel bananas. I would eat 400 bananas a day. It's half the satisfaction. That did not make sense, I'm sorry. So right now, what I'm doing is just loop-de-loop. Like, wherever I think is a okay place to put a loop, I put in a little loop. And I like to do this. It's part of the process of making a layout. And I like to overdo it because it's very easy to remove stuff if you don't need it. So it's much easier later on to block off than like trying to figure out new ways of looping. For me. In GoBank there was an intended having the Gen 6 for the red car be an aggressive pose on arrival? I think the specific animation used was then for Laos. I end up using... I can't remember. That's very specific, sorry. The line is to make an omelette. You gotta crack some eggs. Know what I mean? But that's more about... like... I don't know. That's different, I think. But it's also true. Original election day, where you intercept the trucks carrying... Yeah, original election day was, I think, what ended up being Watch Dogs Day 3, if that still exists. I don't know if we shipped with Watch Dogs. Is Watch Dogs 2 days or 3 days? There used to be a Watch Dogs Day 3, where you intercepted some truck, or you had crashed the truck on a bridge. You didn't escape with the boat in Day 2. Oh, did I just spoil or whatever? Rats Day 3 was probably the same bridge as Watch Dogs Day 3. Wait, Rats has a day... Rats... 1 is the meth house, 2 is the trade, and 3... I don't remember which Rats 3 was. But anyways, you intercepted some truck, so you would play a level where you were on a bridge, similar to Green Bridge, not as big, and the whatever transport had been tumbled over and crashed and burning, and you stole shit. Oh yeah, the kill on dudes on the bus. Yeah, it's basically... It was remade. That bridge was remade, but yes, it was similar. So we reused some bits and pieces there. Doop tap dippity boop. And now, in my mind, this is a little too squarey. So we'll just do a little... Give it a little schnup. There we go. And then this would be some sort of staircase leading back here. And then we've got to figure this part out. But I think it's this part is fine. Yeah, we'll see. On day 3 of Rats, the gangs and cops fight for the player series spawn, so you can beat that day in 5 seconds if you just wait in the loadout menu. Okay. Breaking Ballados. Yeah, really early on we wanted like to multi-purpose the levels. And then that one stayed, and then when we had to do it, we were like, let's just like half do it. How many armored transport maps actually were thought up? Because I have feelings it's more than 5. I can't remember how many we had. That's also a funny story. Like now we have instancing in Payday. So instancing is basically I can take this room, set up everything, make it an instance, and then I can reuse that whole thing with scripts and the whole shebang. We didn't have that back in the day. So when we made Armored Truck, the actual level is actually an empty level with all the scripts. And then we played that and like made sure it was good. And then when we thought we were finished, we would save it out to a bunch of levels and then make the geometry for each level around it. So like the park or the I did the downtown, and I worked on all of them a little bit, but downtown was like I did most of the stuff. But of course, every now and then something new would come up, like, okay, we need to, I don't know, add this to the script. And since we at that point had like 6 levels or even more, I think I'm probably lying, but I think there was like 8. We'll have to go into all 8 levels and do the same thing 8 times. Every time something came up that was script related. Now it would be much easier to make those. We would just make like either one or all of the trucks into an instance, and boom. Yeah, portaling with instances is a bit harsh. Underused side areas. Yeah. Why did you leave? Me? And leave what, like Starbreeze? What are those levels you mention sometimes in the bomb dockyard process? I can't remember. I do know that it was meant to be like a hub level at first that we scrapped. But the purpose was to have the like pre-planning. We wanted to do something new with pre-planning, which we sort of ended up doing on Big Bank a little bit, because we really liked the idea of modding the drill. But the idea for Dockyard and Forest was that pre-plan happened inside a level runtime. So depending on which exit basically you took, it would take you to a different level. Let's save and just check some. Oh. Okay. Check the angles, etc. a little bit. I also haven't saved in a while. The Payday 2 I mean, if I can you have custom music? But I'd rather release it like this when it's finished and then let people do their own takes on the art pass. Now I missed some chat. Let me go back. If you're asking me, Tonys, I'm not sure. I didn't know there was a Payday 2 map Discord. You can just make an instance level. Okay, so you have instance. That's pretty cool. How was it working with Diesel in a multi-person team? It was good because one of the problems with Diesel is you need a lot of people to make not a lot of stuff. I guess mostly run into trying to peak existing ones. Crowjob 1 still has the asset picture. Yeah, that's the one. Where are you gonna release this map? I have no idea but if I do, somebody's gonna help me out. Pretty much have custom anything. Noise. Shrubbery. There you go. Want me to play it? Huh? Huh? I misclicked. I missed it. I missed it again. Oh, you can see some. Oh, okay. Fucking stop doing anything. I'm just gonna spoil it. Shrubbery is not even the one though. It's this one. But yeah. Okay, let's check this. You can get a little peek. That's cool. So if somebody is... I mean, you shouldn't really take notice to any of the names. It's just random words. It's literally like a word somebody said in the office, and then we put that as a thing. Even though if I play that, nobody can see that I'm playing. Steam has like if you're playing an unreleased game, it would never say Elias playing Shrubbery. I think it does like question mark. But we always put weird names anyway. I think Raid was Tokyo for the longest time. Which obviously doesn't have to do anything with anything, but that's how it goes. Okay, so I like that part. I do like the size. Not a big fan of this. But what are you gonna do? It's not like... No, not Raid DLC, just like if Raid, the project was called Tokyo for a long time. For no reason other than somebody said Tokyo at some point, which was close to the point where we had to put a name on something. That's how it goes. Yeah, I'm not happy with this part here, so we'll figure something cool out. Of new raiders. I don't think there was ever a teaser of that. Name my last project Dragon. Nobody's asked. Yeah. Just give it a name and then rename it later. Yeah, I mean even Stone Cold was a bit more like that was our actual intent for it to be called Stone Cold. I can't remember what it was called before Stone Cold. Like before, well, I do know it was called Storm because we're gonna do first. But I don't remember like the working title name of Payday the Heist. Okay, thanks, Strat. If I ever get to work on that. Tell us about the Payday Girl contest. I mean, didn't I do that in on Discord the other day? What more do you want? That was very funny and but not great for the guy. Question to all the mappers. Can I change world and local space on the thingamajig? The Shrubbery Boy contest. So the one thing that I can't say, I mean, I don't want to get in trouble, but I can say this for sure. So when we saw that they were filming this stuff, first of all, can somebody who's used this tell me if there's a world/global thing? You can toggle local and world, but you can rotate it by right-click dragging on the rotation UI. I'm not sure what that means, but fuck it. Okay. Can always do this. So yeah, some of us noticed that there was some filming going on. And I really didn't want to be on camera. Even before I knew what the fuck everything was about. It was just loud. I had lots of work to do. I just wanted to do my stuff. And then I saw they were like talking to one person and then to another person and then like getting closer and closer to me in the office. And then there was a bunch of us close to my desk and we just said like, okay, if we say something stupid, then they have to cut it. Which is a great idea. Except they didn't cut the giant penis thing. So the poor guy just wanted to not be on camera. And he just said the stupidest thing he could think of at the time. And some genius went, "That's pretty good." And that's a story I have from that. I don't want to talk about the actual stuff. I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I saw it the other day when we were talking about it in the Discord. It's very cringe. Very, very cringe. I'm modeling a giant raid. I don't remember what I said. But it must have been more stupid than that, I guess. But yeah, I don't think anybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna say something great." So that's a story. I'm modeling a giant upside down mug. How bad was everything else if modeling a giant cock wasn't bad enough? Yeah. So that's supposed to be a staircase, but it looks like an escalator. some more and then we can do another chat check. Our boy is not at Starburst. Can't wait to get my hand on that map. Hello Capcake. How long have you guys actually been working on Strawberry Mercs video game? It's hard to say because it's been multiple games that we have prototyped, but the current, whatever you want to call it, game version, tab is around 6 months of like production. With that said, a lot of the things we did for the other versions or whatever you want to call them is used here, so it's not like we started from scratch. But I really hope that we can show some stuff soon, and the plan is basically to do something like this. So I would literally want to sit and make levels on stream, have community be much more involved, and do community playtests every small milestone, like every month or whatever that ends up being. And then, because we don't have a publisher, so we don't really have to be secretive. And that feedback would then, depending on what it is, of course, be used from us. So it would be like I don't know, like you would basically get an insight, but also have some say. Not like I want this thing to be like this, but it would mostly be driven by community feedback. How's the whole level idea? What are you gonna do in detail? I showed some stuff already. Did I really? This is bad. Like this big hallway is really bad, but that's gonna change because we haven't figured this part out. So that's gonna have something to do with this. But let's just leave it like this for now, just to see how the whole loopity-loop feels. 3D printed line mask is on my desk currently right now. I just don't have a webcam at home, so I can't show it. And I can't show you in my, since this is a Twitch stream, I'm also in a tub. But yeah. What's the playthrough gonna be? What are we gonna do from start to finish? Aha, for this, sorry. So my plan for this is just like, what I wanna do is test out the editor, all the stuff. So I just wanna make something from start to end. And my plan is this. So when I make stuff, I usually take certain things into consideration. One of them is time. So now I want to make something really simple that I can finish on stream. And the plan is to just have a holdout / defense / whatever with some twists. And that twist would be random per playthrough, whatever that may be. We can do stuff with you guys. So if you have ideas, we can put them in. So you would basically defend this place while still in cache, and then have AI slash SWATs like open the level up more and more as you progress. So they would start breaching from everywhere, essentially making it not just harder because there's different cops, but because the sight lines might get fucked up, or this might not be a cover anymore because they went through this wall, blah blah blah. So like a fairly short thing that you can, with some replayability. You can slightly lower those walls so they stop flickering. It bothers me too much. Yeah. Let me do that for you, my man. Right now. This very second. That's how much I care about your feelings. Boink. You want this? Let's just hack. Oh wait, there's a shortcut to do the boink. Actually, if I put it like this, then I can remember to remove the... Nah, fuck it. Here you go. Do not say I don't love you. Yeah, sort of like a soft time limit. Okay, please. They must see fights so you know they're working. This could be a cool place to test builds or to practice. Yeah? Was about to say the shortcut I'm learning. Yeah, I remembered. But I remembered mostly because I think in the official one it's also control. But still. Okay, so we have a loop. Can go up here. This sucks. Actually, this also sucks a little bit. Let's leave it for now. Let's figure out what this should be. I'm gonna do this because there's something with having the game running in the background. Basically, if that ever happens in the official tools, it means you had a crash. So that was never a good idea. Can I select elements? Can I select everything? Match case. Multi-selection. Oh. Is there a select all? Be gone. Actually, let's not get rid of the cheese, because that's the whole soul of this level currently. Let's put it center. Boom. Okay. Let's just get rid of this shit. Let's get rid of this shit. Did I just... that's my alarm. Which means I should have been sleeping. I wouldn't say this is better. It's very hard, like... oops. It's like saying bananas are better than apples, which they are, but some people think that apples are better. It's like whatever somebody prefers. Some people care about speed of building stuff. Some people care about advanced stuff that you can do. Some people care about how it looks. It's nice to use. So that's on a 2-meter thing. If you're gonna head out soon, remember to check Discord. Yeah, I'll check it. If not today, then for sure tomorrow. And tomorrow is a day off because my daughter has her 2nd birthday, so I need to prepare and then basically chill, play with kids the whole day. And since we have Corona, it's gonna be like 2 people party. Thanks, Pyro. Would it be possible from a technical standpoint to launch Payday on a PC without the dev server? Yes, I think so. I think, and don't quote me, but I think like the editor, let's not remove Matt's sofa, let's just move it. BOV is basically just the way it works in Diesel, that is, it's just an extension. So it's similar to this, like you're running the game with a UI on top that lets you move stuff and save things. My daughter loves the computer, so since it's work from home, like every little while she'll come in, bang on the piano next to me, or like just stand next to me. She grabs my headphones and then she listens to Gojira. But right now she's asleep, so we cannot do that. Will you include the matte character model for the couch? Yeah. I have a piano. Yeah, I have like a fake grand piano. I'm very, I don't do much, like I don't go out, stuff like that, but I have a big, the only thing I spend my money on, well, at least before the kids and stuff, is instruments. So I have like 8 guitars, a bunch of amps, stuff like that, basses, some weird instruments, drums. So that's my hobby. The piano from Raid World War II, yeah. I'm not sure that's how it works. Insert creative name. You said you tried to play with Simon. I played guitar on, I played the solo on one of the country things he did. I am the wild one. So that guitar solo is me, the electric one. And then you played a little bit here and there. Nothing like, just a little bit. Simon is way too good for anybody else to play with. But I did have a band with Ulf. So we have a couple of songs. But yes, that's the only thing I did with Simon was I'm the wild one. And I think I wrote one line of lyrics. Because it was supposed to be like, we needed to be super American. And I think the line just before the solo is the one I came up with. The soar like an eagle. Because eagles, American, you know. So that's my claim to fame. Richard at Pankrock, that was the art director from Payday 1. He did not work on Payday 2 at all, I don't think. He quit after Payday 1. But he did. He was the art director on Payday 1. He was an art lead on Band Commando. And if you played Band Commando, there was a band called Concrete Society, and their music was used, and Richard plays in that band. Gonna be a shame if Simon doesn't compose for Payday 3. Yeah, I mean, they can probably find people, but they can't find Simon. If you have trouble clicking on something, you can press the ignore raycast once. Ah, nice. You see, that's a feature we didn't have. But we might get noise screen, keybind for ignore. Posters for the band on counterfeit. Yeah, that's the one. Not surprised that someone would leave after Payday 1, since that was when Starbreeze committed hostile takeover. It wasn't really hostile takeover, but yeah. Martin A was the technical artist, or one of them, on Payday 1. He also quit. Super Sledge was the name that we had before we became Overkill. So again, we tested a bunch of stuff. And that was Ulf's idea, Super Sledge, which everybody liked. And then we made a web page. We had emails. I still have mine, Iliad Super Sledge. And then I remember my brother, who worked at Crow Team at the time, pinged me. It's like, wow, you're doing Call of Duty? Like, what? Yeah, I saw that the new studio making Call of Duty is Super Sledgehammer. Like, okay, that's too close. So we had to change. And I think, Simon named that track after it. And Where's the Van is from a old Dane Cook sketch, which I can find sometimes if you guys want to see, which was basically the reason not only, but like it was one of the things that made us say fuck Storm, which was what we were gonna make at first, and let's make a heist game. Was partly because of that sketch. So there's a fun anecdote for you. Super duper Ovengren. If your name is even similar to just... Yeah, so the thing is, the Sledgehammer didn't exist. So when they made an announcement that they existed, it was the same time they made an announcement that they're gonna work on Call of Duty. That's how that happened. So in another world, you could have been, my nickname now could have been Super Sledge Ilya instead of Overkill. And if I remember correctly, I think Overkill, that Martin came up with that. He also came up with Payday when we had like one day to come up with a name. He's literally the goat. Martin Verne. Democracy's cancer is that's Joachim, who was one of the level designers on Payday 1. He now runs a studio called Crackshell, and they make the Hammerwatch games, which if you haven't played, you should, if you like pixel art. Some really cool games. But he had fun names like that. He is also the creator of the One Plane to Rule Them All. Joachim Hipshot. Does the model tool have an input box to put emails? Yes. If you don't put anything, it takes the computer name, which at some point when at Grin we had like an IT department. So when you get your job, you get your desk and your computer, and it's already set up with your emails and everything. But you could definitely misuse it, as you can see. I'm not sure this is great, but let's just do it and test it, see what happens. Not a big fan. Just a small little desk fan, actually, of this. But I will have to do for now. This is really hard to... Okay, that's good. Let me take you. Did you ever see the bed in Bo's office? Yes. I'm unfamiliar with the Ilya timeline, but Goat Simulator. What was with that timeline? Who at the office? That was after I left. So I am not sure who to talk to about that one. In general, I was against the Mimi stuff. Or my limit to it was, I guess, shorter, or whatever you might call it, than others. I mean, who am I to say it was bad? It worked marketing-wise, so... but at some point, I do think that you shouldn't sell out. Or, that was a really bad wording. At some point, I think it's more important to save the integrity of your product than just more sales. But that's just me. Maybe that's why I never made a hit game ever. Except for Payday. Well, I didn't make it, but you know what I mean. Worked on. Se Orzo. I'm not against memes. I do like my memes. But I think like the tone of something is more important sometimes. I forgot that I put this here. I don't know if I like that. I do like this. Then we gotta fix this. So much hate for mildly annoying things. What was your thought on the skin fiasco? I was deep into crunching at that point. I missed that whole, like, not missed that I didn't see it happen, but like I didn't have time. I didn't have time to, I don't know, even think about it or whatever. Yeah, not selling out, like that was, as I said, bad wording, but like, I don't know how to word it better. Like you're watering down the, what's the word? Thematics? Of your game. The identity, I guess, maybe makes sense. Like, for example, with masks, I think it's okay to do whatever, because you can choose not to have them, etc., etc. Oh, this has undo. I keep forgetting. In case you're wondering why I never undo, is because I'm not used to it. Yeah, like masks, you can just say, not wear them or whatever. Or even thematically, it's like I robbed a bank with some dude and he had a fucking stupid mask. Makes sense, it can happen. But like full levels and stuff, or integrating stuff to the lore, I'm not a big fan of. But as I said, it worked out great, so who am I to say anything? The bad skin money was lame. The good because of skins when I work in BeardLib editor. I'm not sure. I don't remember. As I said, the skin stuff I don't remember. But I mean, it was at the point where everybody and their mother was like, we have weapon skins and loot crates. So I'm not saying it's a valid reason to add it to your game, but I'm sure they didn't have like I'm sure they didn't intend it to be like microtransactions. Wait, could you buy safes? No, you bought drills. I see. Okay, you bought keys basically. Okay, I think we should. So let's remove all of these. Yes. Also yes. Let's set up a navigation. Let's do some dummy AI. Let's just run around and fight a little. We don't really have cover, but it's fine. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it would be nice to have a better way of handling these kinds of units. I have to say though, it's amazingly well done. I never in my life thought that. I thought it was gonna be like more messy. Basically like more hacky. But this feels very much like the official tools. It's not a huge difference. I made this in, I don't know, I streamed for 2 hours and another 2 hours today. It's fine. Don't fully know whether. I just need to put navigation and then, okay. Chocolate. Swan. I just got candy boosters. Wanna say hey? Thank you.
Are you sure?
Mm-mm. Okay, sorry. Let's. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be the one of those who eats. But I just had to. There we go. Just something to trick the stomach into not being hungry. So let's do navigation. Splitter. No, but that's a blocker. Nav splitter. Here we go. And it's not visible because this. No, because this. Okay. I forgot we had a light. ASMR stream time. We'll do that with the webcam and the bathtub next time. So what's the best way of doing this now? Should I just put, if I put this in editor only and then I make another one, it's in editor only. Noise. Noise, noise, noise. I don't know if you guys already did, but somebody should give Luffy a medal. I have to go. My kid is screaming. She's gonna puke. Sorry.